everyone, Mitch coming in for the Commander's Core studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got some amazing hidden gems for you. That's right, some underrated commanders that are secret powerhouses. Let's jump into them. And as a reminder, all of these commanders and all these cards I'm going to be bringing up are in a easy little card list link in the description below. Make sure you check that out. And check out Sarulf, Realm Eater, rank 783. According to EDHREC, the 783rd most popular commander. Can you even call it popular? No, you can't. Not very popular at all. That being said, this card is a powerhouse that your opponents need to respect, and they're going to get taken out by it quite a bit. A 3/3 wolf for 3 mana in Golgari. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you put a counter on Sarulf. On top of the beginning of your upkeep, if Sarulf has one or more counters on it, you may remove all of them. If you do, exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of counters removed this way. Basically, this is a commander that can grow super big, super quickly throughout the game. In absolutely no time, this can be the biggest threat on the board. And if you do need to panic button or remove everything else in play, you can do just that. You can say, you know what? Let's get rid of everything. And let's be honest, it does not take much at all to make this into a everything is gone amount of counters. I mean, I would say, like, you know what, 5, 6, maybe 7 counters is what you need. That's going to take no time at all. We'll talk about specific types of cards that can very easily get counters on this, but yeah, it's going to be a repeat board wipe when you need it, and also can very easily, quickly become a threat again. So you can be set up to essentially wipe out the board, have a clean slate, and then swing through on opponents as well. Lots of synergies to be had in here. A great color combination for, well, getting rid of your opponent's things and counters. I mean, of course, Hardened Scales is here. Just a 1 mana investment for you because, again, Sarulf does not, give you a break on things either, right? It takes out your own permanents, too. That being said, Hardened Scales can really help you speed things up early on. If one or more counters are put on a creature control, that many +1 are put on it instead. So, doubling that up can be absolutely amazing for you throughout the game. Again, an opponent loses one of their things, and you get 2 counters. And again, I already talked about kind of that magic number of, like, all right, I want to be able to remove everything on the board, maybe being about 6 counters. Sheoldred's Edict plus Hardened Scales equals you're already there. An instant for 2 mana in black. Choose 1. Each one sacrifice a non-token creature. Each one sacrifice a creature token. Each one sacrifice a planeswalker. Whatever you pick, basically, you are going to be wiping out your opponent's creatures or planeswalkers, and all of a sudden, you get 3 counters on your commander. So, of course, you can utilize things like this, other kinds of edict effects to basically force the sacrifice, gain a ton of counters quite quickly, and it can also turn your commander into like a 2-shot KO in absolutely no time, and with a double strike effect, maybe even a 1-shot KO. Or with a board wipe like Culling Ritual, maybe even a 1-shot KO right away. Sorcerer 4 mana in Golgari. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. Basically, you get a bunch of mana after you destroy a bunch of things. What's not to love about that? Of course, any other kinds of board wipes that keep your commander around can be great as well. Black has a lot of them of like the, hey, destroy all the small creatures kind of things. Like every creature gets -X, or minus whatever. Make sure you take advantage of those. Forgotten Ancient's another great one to get counters on your commander super quickly. 0/3 Elemental for 4 mana. When a player casts a spell, you get a counter on this creature. Beginning of your upkeep, you can distribute those counters. So basically, you're able to go, oh, okay, hey, everyone's casting spells? Cool. This can become massive. Oh, and by the way, my commander's massive. By the way, my commander's a 1-shot KO, or I can just wipe the board with it. And of course, Return of the Wild Speaker. Again, reload with a card like this. Instant for 5 mana. Choose 1. Draw cards equally greatest power among non-human creatures you control. Your commander is not a human, of course. I mean, or you can pump your team too. But more importantly, just like, oh, yeah, my commander's got like 15 power, because that's quite easy to get to. Again, the commander that can gain power so quickly. All right, for 5 mana, instant speed, draw 15 cards. Yes, please. Yeah, this commander you need to take seriously. This commander that, again, is a board wipe on a body, a repeat board wipe on a body that can become such a massive threat in absolutely no time. Definitely a hidden gem that deserves more respect. Next up, rank 768, so more popular than Sarulf, but still definitely not popular. Trelasarra, Moon Dancer, and just 11 cents for this version. A 2/2 Elf Cleric for 2 mana in Selesnya. Whenever you gain life, you get a counter on it, and you scry 1. Again, a commander that literally can just become the most massive creature on the board in absolutely no time. Not going, for, hey, opponents, lose their permanents and I gain power. This is, I gain life, I gain power. This is one where, yeah, it's going to be nice to have the largest creature on the board. And, of course, you are in a great color, again, with white, to have double strike type effects as well. To go, okay, cool, Duelist Heritage in play. Awesome. Now my commander can very easily become a one-shot KO in absolutely no time on my opponents. But, of course, that to me is secondary because that Scry 1 can be absolutely massive. While it is not card advantage, it is card selection. And, of course, in this color combination, you've got a lot of amazing ways to repeat gain life. And all of a sudden, throughout the game, you're going to be going, oh, top library, oh, top library, top library, don't like that, don't like that. Oh, let's keep that on top, perfect. And being able to draw into those cards, being able to basically kind of have like mini tutors essentially by looking so much at the top of your library that you can just set whatever you want up there, you're going to be an absolutely amazing spot while you also just smack your opponents with your massive commander. So, of course, Essence Warden is a great one, a 1/1 elf shaman for a single green mana. Another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Keep in mind, it does not say another creature you control. So this one does count, hey, your opponent's creatures as well. Literally anything. It doesn't specify non-token either, so literally any creature coming on the board, you're gaining life, you are scrying, you're getting amazing card selection. Of course, this one plus the Soul Sister is kind of on the same thing. Or, how about Daxos, Blessed by the Sun? This one only affects you, but still in multiple ways and in amazing ways. 2-star, toughness equal to your devotion to white, that's nice. More importantly, though, whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, you gain 1 life. Literally, creatures coming in, creatures leaving for you, you're going to be gaining life, and all of a sudden, again, you're going to be gaining a lot of card selection. Jotty Offshoot, yet another example of how you can gain life in a different way. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under control, you gain 1 life. Yet landfall is very powerful, obviously, in green, and this one is, okay, land, card selection, land, card selection, land, card selection. There's a lot you can do with something like this. And again, it's just 1 mana. A lot of these cards, again, a lot of these life gain triggers are low to the ground effects that essentially you can get out and play, give you a lot of value throughout the game, and you're going to be just steamrolling your opponents with your commander. Scavenging Ooze. Speaking of steamrolling, a 2/2 Ooze for 2 mana, pay a green mana. Exile any card from a graveyard. If it's a creature, get a counter on Scavenging Ooze, and you gain 1 life. So you can, well, just throw a wrench into your opponent's, graveyard strategy. Their reanimation strategy is just gone with this, which is lovely. But also, this can become a big threat for you. And of course, on top of that, just paying 1 mana to gain life whenever you need to, that is now like paying 1 mana to scry 1, which is absolutely incredible. While also gaining counters on this and your commander, making 2 threats at once. Of course, there's other ways to take advantage of life gain too. Well, Lost Dreams is an example of that. Whenever you gain life, you can pay X for X is less than or equal to the amount of life you gain if you do draw X cards. Yeah, being able to just go, okay, yeah, scry. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let's pay 1 on that too, and then draw. Oh, yeah, scry. Pay 1 on that, draw. Yeah, being able to just utilize that life gain now, not just for card selection, but also card advantage, you get a lot of great things out of it. Trelasarra Moon Dancer, again, is an amazing low-to-the-ground commander that can become a giant threat in absolutely no time. But again, that is secondary, in my opinion, to just the amount of value you can get off the top of your library with that amazing scry. Make sure you check this one out. Next up, rank 763, we've got Gyruda, Doom of Depths. This one is a 6/6 Demon Kraken for 6 mana in Dimir. But here's the thing. It has Companion. I was going to say, like, in Dimir, because, like, most players out there actually utilize this as a companion, and they're like, all right, yeah, well, it's in Dimir, but, like, what's the commander in? Well, it's a companion, right? It's got to be used as a companion. So, like, it could be, like, in Sultai. Sure. No, here's the thing with these companions, right? Yes, they are amazing as a companion, as that extra card. It's awesome. That being said, yeah, some players out there just like once they see companion, they just like literally just don't even consider them ever to be a commander. They don't ever consider that. And if this actually literally didn't have that companion text, I think it would see more play as an actual commander because this is an amazing commander. When it enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Put a creature card with an even converted mana cost from one of those cards on the battlefield under your control. This is a card that just keeps getting better and better and better, it seems like, with every single set. Pretty simple reason. Because clones keep coming in every single set. Not every set, but a lot of sets out there getting clones, and many of them, the vast majority of them, are at 4 mana, which is the original cost of the original clone. And now we're starting to get like ones that like have a little bit extra. Like, let's just go with Mirhole Mimic, okay? Have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except a spirit dish to other types. Cool. So now all of a sudden, this off the top of the library, you hit, and now, oh, I get an extra copy of Gyruda. Cool. Now, it is legendary, obviously, so you lose your Mirrorhole Mimic. Oh no, I lost my Mirrorhole Mimic. But I still got that ETB trigger, meaning everyone mills 4 again, and I get to hit something else. Oh, okay. Well, before we do that, though, let's actually talk about the backside card because it's amazing. Disturb on the backside, though. Enchant creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, create tokens, copy of enchant creature, except a spirit, not other types. And then also, if this goes anywhere, it gets exiled instead. But basically, hey, every single one of my upkeeps, I get a copy of my commander, which again gets me another trigger, which just keeps getting more and more clones into play to keep milling more and more and more. I also kind of am neglecting to say that also you can just like steal your opponent's best creatures off the top of their libraries too. If you hit like a giant Eldrazi, you're like, oh yeah, let's get that. Thank you. And also having clones in your deck is amazing just to copy their Eldrazi. Anyways, Vizier Many Faces, yet another clone at 4 mana. Again, there's a ton of them. Shapeshifter Cleric for 4 mana. You may have this creature enters a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except if this creature was embalmed, the token is no mana cost. It's a zombie. Cool, cool, cool. What matters with this, though, is basically, yeah, you get that copy of your commander with this as a clone. Cool, I get that trigger. And then it's in the graveyard, and then I can reuse it out of the graveyard to copy again. Repeat copying. Or how about a newer card like Starfield Vocalist? If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, triggers additional time. You can also warp it out if you need to. But yeah, being able to go, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's double up that ETB. Let's mill twice. Let's get 2 things into play. Let's just really keep things going. You can see how absolutely crazy this can get. And literally at a certain point, it's going to be impossible for you not to kind of go like mini infinite with this commander once you have enough clones that have even mana values. You're just like, next, 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 next. Or of course, you can go like Deadeye Navigator. You can also go with Blink too. Soul Bond, as long as it's paired with another creature, each of those creatures has basically pay 2 mana in blue. Blink it, and then it comes back. So essentially going, okay, I blink my commander, it comes back. I get that trigger again. I blink my commander again, it comes back. Get that trigger again. More and more clones to be had. Have fun. Of course, Heartless Summoning is an amazing card as well for this deck. You could also do some crazy things again when you're not necessarily caring exactly about your creature's power. Enchant 4, 2 mana. Creature control get -1/-1. Oh no! My Gyruda is a 5/5. Who cares? Creature spells you cast, also let's cast. Being able to just cast your clones, which are usually, again, 4 mana in total for just 2. That is absolutely massive to just keep things going, keep things churning. And of course, once you're getting all those things in your graveyard, utilizing some mass reanimation effects too to just go absolutely insane. Yeah, Gyruda Doom of Depths is so much fun. Such a cool commander. Such an underrated commander. And again, literally one of those commanders that if it didn't have more text on it, if it literally had less text on it, if it didn't have Companion on it, it, in my opinion, would see more play. Because some players see that and go, oh, that's meant to be just a companion. Something that sits on the side and kind of helps you out. No, I'm here to tell you that this is definitely meant to be a commander, and it is a powerhouse. Finally, though, rank 760. Up just a few spots from Gyruda, we've got God Eternal Oketra, a 3/6 zombie god for 5 mana in white. Double strike. When you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature with vigilance. On top of that, it's got the Eternal thing. Whenever it dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put on top of its owner's library, 3rd from the top. Here's the thing, again, when it comes to the hierarchy of colors in Commander, yeah, I would still say that mono white is considered by many to be the weakest, though that might be changing over time, but still, the perception still kind of persists. When you sit down at a table, you pull down a mono white deck, players are like, mono white, I'm here to tell you that God Eternal Oketra, they are going to be absolutely, well, shocked and demolished by this one because that is so much value. Any creature spell you cast gives you a 4/4 with vigilance. My goodness, that is absolutely insane. Especially when you can do absolutely janky, amazing things like, oh, I don't know, White Mane Lion. Yeah, this 8-cent card is just such a gem for you. A 2/2 cat with flash for 2 mana in white. When it enters the battlefield, return a creature you control back to its owner's hand. It doesn't specify it has to be another creature, so you're like, okay, hey, White Mane Lion. Yes? That's how it talks. All right, I came into play. All right, now, just, bounce yourself back. Okay. Yeah, so it just keeps bouncing itself back again and again and again. You're basically paying 2 mana to get that trigger off your commander to make a 4/4 with Vigilance again and again and again at instant speed whenever you want to. Or maybe you're even paying 1 mana with Oketra's Monument in play. Any kind of other cost reducer can be absolutely amazing again once you start getting this chain of events going. Oketra Monument is a ledger artifact for 3 mana. White creature spells cost 1 less to cast for you. On top of that, whenever you're casting one, you get a 1/1 white warrior creature with Vigilance. So now you're not only getting, again, for just a single mana, a 4/4 with Vigilance, you're also getting a 1/1 with Vigilance. Lovely. An army in absolutely no time. Take advantage of that army with something like River Gatherer. Whenever the creature enters battlefield under control, scry 1. Second time is evolved with the turn, you draw a card instead. Being able to go, okay, hey, you know what? When I'm going wide with my strategy, again, I'm casting my White Mane Lion type cards, I'm getting my creature tokens into play. Yeah, I'm already getting 2 triggers off of this. I'm going scry 1, draw. And then I can just keep scrying 1 again and again and again throughout the game. Again, on my opponent's turns as well, that flash with White Mane Lion. Enjoy that. Odric Lunarch Marshal is incredible with this commander. At the beginning of each combat, creature control gain first strike until end of turn. If a creature controls first strike, the same is true with Flying, Death Touch, Double Strike, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Skulk, Trample, and Vigilance. Meaning that it is incredibly easy. I mean, like literally just, it's written on your commander. Double Strike, and the creature tokens it makes have Vigilance. So being able to give literally your entire team Vigilance and Double Strike, that is absolutely incredible. Now all those zombie warriors are hitting vigilantly for 8 damage. And of course, if you have any kind of pump effect, which you have tons of them, you have access to so many anthems, Dictative Heliod being one of them, now that just doubles that up too. Flash it in for 5 mana, creature control at +2/+2. In that scenario, again, now your creatures are hitting for 12 per zombie warrior. My goodness. And again, literally just like, okay, with White Mane Lion scenario, you paid 2 mana for that. You paid 2 mana for that thing hitting for 12. Absolutely incredible. Again, even if this is just in play with your zombie warriors without that double strike Odric still, being able to go, okay, now my zombies just hit for 6. 6? Oh my goodness. Vigilantly 6 damage. For not really doing much, just casting some creatures. Who cares? I love it. God General Oketra is an amazing commander. Again, one that is underrated because it is in mono white, but I'm here to tell you there's some absolutely incredible, amazing, insane things that you can do with it. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Make sure you comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.